What's good with y'all young boys, young girls, all my non-binaries out there? It's your boy Dallas Gamer, and today we're talking about eat that pred 445 pounds. If you watch the documentary, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, um, this video specifically is just me having final thoughts on that whole documentary. I'm not gonna watch all of the subsequent extra videos that came out of that documentary that is on Mike Clone's second channel or whatever. I'm not gonna watch that on this channel. I With the documentary, I had way more than enough Brian Moreland in my life, bro. I don't need any extra content with that. With that being said, it's just I'm just going to just you know talk a few things. Shout out Kern County. They are the DA office in Kern County is opening an investigation back up for eat that Predator 445. Yeah, shout out them. Let's see. Yeah, it should be just right there, right? Yeah, you can see it. The DA office in Kern County is opening back up. The investigation for Brian or whatever. If you are somehow you don't know exactly what I'm talking about, what I mean the Kern County DA office or whatever. Kern County was the county he was in when he went to go meet up with what he thought was a little girl for a cupcake. And that was the excuse he had gave that racist white man. Um so the case before, the whole reason he wasn't put on trial before was because the sting was botched so bad by predator poacher. So Alex Rosen, he heads up predator poachers, and him and CC unit or whatever that was with him in that video was trying to be a tough guy with EDP. Successful, by the way. He tried and he was successful. EDP is definitely a little meow meow boy is what I like to call him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's he ain't tough. He got his answer tried by a little Mexican dude or whatever. So they botched up that whole operation, and that's the whole reason EDP even had the audacity to make that documentary the way he did. Um, so speaking of the documentary, so shout out the voice actor. I seen that he did a video with Tough. I probably react to that. I love Tough. Tough is I was one of his day one subscribers on YouTube. Y'all don't know. His second channel Tevington, it used to be called Birdie. He had like 2 videos on it before I subscribed to him. So that's I knew him when he was doing IG. He before he did YouTube. Yeah, so I'll probably watch that. Yeah, shout out the actor, the actor. That's a tough role to play, man. A role I personally could not ever play. You couldn't pay me enough money to depict myself as a predator. I have too much. Well, let me not talk down on that. I'll watch that later. So, um, it's he said it himself, right? He is attracted to children. He's not attracted to, from his words, he's not attracted to toddlers or prepubescent children. But once puberty starts, he's there to take advantage. A truly disgusting human being. Honestly, he's not he's not like a final villain or whatever in his little story or whatever. He's just an idiot. He's a loser idiot who, for whatever reason, did this. Well, he did it for money because he's broke. He did it for notoriety. Notoriety because he can't stay off the internet because he is such a loser. And he did it to try to elevate himself from he's low on the totem pole of humanity. You know what I'm saying? He's down there with Benjamin Netanyahu. You know what I'm saying? Truly evil scumbags. You know what I'm saying? He's just a dumb, stupid, evil scumbag. You see what I mean? So he's in that vicinity or whatever. But that don't make him any less of an idiot that he is. Yeah. So it should be a slam dunk case for Kern County to lock this piece of crap up for the rest of his life, which will not be long. If you've seen the documentary, he is essentially surviving off of dialysis treatments. And shout out his dialysis center, bro, because you know what I'm saying. It must be tough knowing that you have to keep alive a sick, disgusting, um, let's just say how it is, man. A sick, disgusting predator. You know what I'm saying? They have to keep this man alive. And if he misses, he said himself, if he misses his own dialysis treatment on a Friday, he'll be dead by that Sunday, most likely. Right? So I think he goes twice a week. So he's surviving off of dialysis treatment. He, from what I remember, I'm not watching the video again. I don't want to hear his voice again. You're just going to listen to me and my voice. I can't subject myself to too much more EDP. So from what I remember, he had like a stage 4 kidney failure, right? And to get a transplant, he has to first lose 100 pounds, which he himself said he's not doing that, right? Because he can't. He's a weak-minded, weak-willed, and honestly, you know what I'm saying, overall, just a weak man, right? So, a weak excuse for a man. He's not a man. I'll never respect him as such. But that this is his sad, pathetic life that was documented. These are the things that was documented in it. So he has he was diagnosed with this about 4 years ago. The average life expectancy of somebody with stage 4 kidney failure is 5. So we are coming up in his final days. I guess in his final days, he finally decided he's going to have balls and just say what it is that everybody else has been saying for years now, right? That he's been denying, by the way. Uh, if you wasn't here during the whole saga, after he got caught in Kern County trying to get a cupcake or whatnot, and you really won't see that original video on YouTube. YouTube tends to take down that original video. Um, by the no, let me not. They usually take down that whole original VOD or whatever. From that video, so you won't see the original on YouTube. You can you can definitely go to I'm sure Reddit, any of these super online, you know what I'm saying, for the people who don't leave online spheres, right? So you can definitely access it through there if you want to see the original video of what we're talking about when we say that he's, you know what I'm saying, coming to get a cupcake or whatnot. You can see that whole video. You can look for it on things like a Reddit or Pinterest or something. I don't know. Look it up. I don't know. Um, you can experience it through there. You can't experience it through YouTube. YouTube always takes it down, which is why you will be seeing my face for the rest of the video. I can't have really background. I can't really have background video or whatever because is Mike's video, and it is going to get age restricted. So you have to deal with my face. So I apologize. With his life coming up to an end, um, He has one friend, and he had an ex-girlfriend that he was with for almost a year. That ex-girlfriend was to him annoying. She's you know what I'm saying, she wasn't putting out right. She herself was a 40-year-old, you know what I'm saying, um loser woman herself, right? That's why she got with the Bryant to begin with, you know what I'm saying? And shade on her as well, because to take someone like EDP as your partner, um is sad and pathetic in the worst way possible, because he is the worst sad and pathetic, like, person, you know what I'm saying, going on right now, right? Like, you don't want to be like him. You see what I mean? He works two jobs to have a bed on the floor that he, you know what I'm saying, that he flops on, for a few hours every night. He's broke. He's sad. He has no interactions with women that he himself likes, right? Every, you know what I'm saying, the few women that aren't chronically online, like you and I. If you know as much as I do, we're chronically online. You kind of have to accept that at this point, compared to the other people, at least, right? He's the people who talked to him for a little bit. He was in this documentary talking down to women with children or whatnot. He was disgusted they was trying to talk to him, whatever. Mind you, you know what I'm saying, he is an unattractive, um he's unattractive, right? And that this includes his facial structure, his mindset, and his body, right? I understand what's unattractive about me. I'm overweight, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm fat. I get it, you know what I'm saying? But you can't say my face is ugly. Like, that's just objectively not true. You know what I'm saying? Um, EDP has he has an unfortunate life going on, where he is ugly in the face, the mind, and his spirit, his body as well. This does include his very small, that other YouTubers were subjected to by Mike Klum. They all they're looking at his, you know what I'm saying. Thankfully, I've never seen it. I never, I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I never will. Unless I'm forced into it, whatever. Against my will. I'm not going to go on my way to look at that pathetic excuse of a human being. I don't want to see his genitals, bro, or how pathetic they are, right? So you can keep that to yourself. He's just living an unfortunate life, and this is what that documentary is basically talking about. Look, I've been going on for 13 minutes. It's just a rant video at this point. A lot of people won't even make it to 13 minutes. I don't even want to make this video, bro. Like, I don't want to talk about this man anymore. I'm probably gonna have to talk about him a couple more times when he get locked up and when he dies. And we'll get there when we get there, right? We shouldn't have any more EDP news unless he uh gets attacked or he commits, right? So that's like the extent of a EDP, right? Of him and his journey, right? So if you are a parent in 2026, you have maybe a small child, elementary school aged, where they're coming into the internet, they're experiencing things. EDP is a cautionary tale, and you definitely should tell his story. You should know his story, right? Because he's just the face of it, right? It isn't exclusive to EDP what he's doing, what he did, and the way that he's acted ever since. He's just the dumb one. Like, unfortunately, there are smarter and more mentally capable um predators out there, right? Mind you, EDP is essentially um a virgin, right? He's only had one experience, and that was years ago. Um Ever since and he's been a woman hater since high school, because he got played by a girl who he thought was into him. Turns out she had a boy or whatever, she liked or whatever, right? Ever since then, he's been a woman hater. out of his own mouth, right? This isn't me lying on his name. This is what he admitted himself. Freely volunteered information by himself, right? Shout out Martha. Um, yeah, that's the story there. That's the story there, and that's all the story is going to be, right? Um, he's the poster child for sick, twisted, and overall losers of society. And these yes, yes, these includes all the people on the list. Yes, they all are losers. They're they were world leaders. In the case of America, some of them still are world leaders. Y'all still not outraged enough um by our if you live in America, you're not outraged enough. He's still president. Anyway, that being said, the all the chips are down. Right now, what's expected is a trial, conviction, and his death in that order. Right. This should in grand scheme of time, not internet time, not online time where things it's popular for 2 weeks and then it drops off the face of earth and we forget about it. No, um, within the next year, these things should be happening. The next 2 years, he should be gone. Like we should never hear about him again. Um, and and that's that. So I'm in my video here. It kind of got serious at the end. Sorry about that. That's on me. But that being said, look, I hope you have a beautiful day, night, whatever time it is for you, and shout out to you. Thank you for watching the video, and peace out.